People of Laredo, I have a message for you guys and people who are engaged in commerce that are selling food and have gasoline stations. I'm just wanting to tell you guys about the organizational chart of the United States government, which is the you can see the chart that is right here. You can see that the US Constitution right at the very top, that the Constitution is what governs all these other branches: the legislative branch, the executive branch, and the judicial branch. Okay, and it goes all the way down. All right, Department of Agriculture, Department of Interior, Department of Commerce. It's all here. Department of Education, Department of Energy, all these other things, guys. So that's the chart. The Constitution is an ironclad contract enforceable in the court of law. So when the people spoke to government, we would allow this Constitution into force, and government agreed to govern by Constitution. That was the only way that it came into force. That it would be a contract that they would have with we the people, and that they would rule by Constitution. Those are the limits. Those are the limitations that government has. They have to. That's why they make people in law enforcement and in other government and state agencies rate their right hand, because that means that they're taking an oath. That's what the oath is for. The oath of office is for that, to make sure that they're gonna obey the Constitution. Okay, so for these stores that are telling people to wear masks, I tell you that they're infringing on people's civil rights, their liberties. Okay, and this paperwork right here is from DOJ. You can go to the website. You can go right here. You can go to Department of Justice, DOJ, Civil Rights Act, Public Accommodations, and you can print this out. You can have this with you. And this is from DOJ. Justice.gov. www.justice.gov. Civil Rights Act, Public Accommodations. That's what you're going to print out. So you can stop wearing the mask. Okay? Because you have the right. I don't know if you people think that because they tell you to wear a mask, you have to wear it. You don't have to wear it. It's against the law. You can't make somebody wear a mask. It's like false imprisonment. Like it could be against your religion. There's religions where they don't allow people to wear masks. So that would fall. Let's say you went to a store and they said, "Hey, I don't wear a mask, because it's my religion. I'm a Christian." Or whatever religion you are. You go to 42 U.S. 2000. All persons shall be entitled to the full and equal enjoyment of the goods and services and facilities, privileges, advantages, and accommodations of any place of public accommodation as defined in this section without discrimination on the ground of race, color, or religion, or national origin. Okay? That's a code. 42 U.S. Code, United States Code 2000A. Okay? That's enacted into law. This is law. When you go to court, you don't go to a court of feelings that, it's because I feel that I'm going to get sick or something. No. Or he's a threat because he feels. No. This is law. It's enacted into law. Okay? So for the people selling food, they fall under this. 42 U.S. 2000 AB. Each of the following establishments is a place of public accommodations within this title if its operations affect commerce, or if discrimination or segregation by it supported by state action, any inn, hotel, motel, or other establishment which provides lodging or transient guests other than an establishment located within a building which contains no more than 5 rooms for rent or hire, which is actually occupied by the proprietor of such establishment as his residence any restaurants. This is for the restaurants. Any restaurant, cafeteria, lunchroom, lunch or counter soda fountain or other facility principally engaged in selling food for consumption on the premises, including but not limited to entry such facility located on the premises of any retail establishment or any gasoline station. That's for the gasoline stations, las gasolineras, the gas stations. So you can't deprive people because you're under Public Accommodations Act. Like, you have to follow the law. So if I go there and I'm a Christian because of my religion, I can't wear a mask. It's right there. It's against my religion. You don't tell other people to get out of your store because they're wearing a funny hat or something like that. Like, you don't do that. Okay? Now it says here under 42 U.S. 2000, whenever the Attorney General has reasonable cause to believe that any person or group of persons is engaged in a pattern of practice or resistance when they tell you to wear the mask, resistance to the full enjoyment of any of the rights granted by this title, and that the pattern or practice is such a nature and is intended to deny the full exercise of the rights herein described, the Attorney General may bring a civil action in the appropriate district court of the United States by filing with it a complaint signed by him or in his absence the acting Attorney General, setting forth facts pertaining to such pattern of practice, or 3, requesting such preventive relief, including an application for a permanent or temporary injunction, keyword, restraining order to other against the person or persons responsible for such pattern or practice as he deems necessary to ensure the full enjoyment, you guys, ustedes, full enjoyment of the rights herein described, okay? And because you guys have this information doesn't mean that you guys can disrespect law enforcement at the state level, at the government level. It doesn't give you guys a right to do any of that, because these guys, they put their lives on the line and they have